So we're not going to be pissed off today, all day. So, where was I? Lost my train of thoughts. Had to spend a couple of minutes on a rant towards Facebook or YouTube. And then I had to calm down. And I'm literally out of weed. So I got to do this the legit way. So I just took a few minutes and yeah, I need my nap. I haven't taken my nap. I'm not going to take a nap. I'm too upset to take my nap for the day. So, that's what we're going to do, guys. No joke. Bam! I don't expect any of you to understand what that means, but it all means something specific to me. There, yeah. But anyways, this is my book. And on the inside I was writing other languages, starting with the Odeote, but as you can see I only got the first insignia on there. And then we got distracted with other things in life. But if y'all want to know what that all means, it's love in different languages, mainly ancient languages. These two are Indian written languages that we were told didn't exist, and yes, they very do exist. They all mean love. This is the... what was it? This is the Cherokee symbol for love. ELE actually does not just mean L, like the ancient, or like the negative person, and it doesn't mean everybody love everybody. It actually, where did it come from? I had these all written down. Latin, love, the ancient Hylian script in love, and then the Illinian. I don't know. I just like the word. It looks cool in certain languages, especially, yeah. But anyways, so what is this pink book filled with love all over the front? Yeah, bro. So I'm actually making this video because I have a lot of friends who are big fucking chunches, and they'll say stuff and they don't want to leave messages or comments. They only ever want to message because they're too busy. They can't even make a public fucking post in Facebook because they're too embarrassed and scared. And then you know, I just don't get why people say things and they have to be private and quiet about it. That's what we're trying to overcome and spread to the world. Like, fucking be open about your shit, your thoughts, who you are. Just start being honest. So, I'm gonna come out. My poetry book is what this is. I write poetry. I also write books. My other video, I read my book, like the first 6 chapters to people. One of the best video because we're still learning how to present information and be awesome. So. Anyways, I'm going to read y'all my poems. No joke. They're not all written by me. The ones that aren't written by me, I'll tell you. And they have, you know, a star by them, an asterisk I put by it. See, this is where I was going to... I already know where I'm going with this one. It's blank for a reason. Oh, and that too. They're kind of like, for me personally, same thing with writing, is I start with the title and then I work around it, work all my facts and supporting stuff around it. But... that is just me. So, we got a phone going off. So, anyways. Oh man, all these people are commenting. I bet you everybody's ready. They're ready. They're ready. I need at least 3 people to tell me what direction to go to, and then I'll go. But, got lots of ideas for the episodes that we're about to make. I'm hoping to do... oh shit. Oh well. We'll start the next, when I start the thing, I was going to do it with everybody seeing the sunset, so. But yeah, got plenty of time for that. I think it's only, yeah, it's 4 o'clock, so. Alright. Oh fuck, y'all probably hate staring at that shit, huh? Okay. The first poetry poem that I wrote is called True Aikido. And it starts with, care about the well-being of your opponent. Evade, redirect, caring of oneself. Caring of one's opponent brings one to conclude all life is precious. We evade by moving forward, not remaining or recessing, by moving forward to never do again. Redirect starting with your own thoughts. What we've done. Caring of oneself is to make up for it, to accept what you were. to accept everyone, to protect everyone, to create peace, to protect life. My thoughts on it. Sutra Forgotten. Most men draw a circle around themselves. Other men draw much bigger circles, including with them, their families, and the ones considered close. A good man draws a circle with his heart and includes as much life as possible. The greatest of men will become the circle and be boundless in all, with all, for all. And then I did go a little picture at the bottom of it. Cool. I'll skip these two that aren't even close. Concentrate on what you do know, not what is unknown. So they don't always have to be long. Some of these are like little one-liners. I don't know. The moment one starts acting like, life becomes. And the reason why I like that is because you can actually after the word like and becomes, you can replace any word you want. The second someone starts acting evil, they become evil. The second someone starts acting lovely, they become lovely. Someone starts acting like kindness, they become kindness. Like it, right? One must first picture the greatest version of one must first picture their greatest version of oneself before they can become. Pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, like one-liners don't have titles. I don't know why. This one is not mine. It is easier to forgive an enemy than a friend. Blake Williams wrote that. It is easier to forgive an enemy than a friend. The wisest man learns from his enemies, or the wisest of men learn from their enemies. This is all pretty common knowledge stuff, I know. Once one rids thyself of the enemy within, no enemy external can inflict any harm. Another William Blake. No bird soars too high if he soars under his own wings. You get that? I love that one. No bird can soar too high if he soars under his own wings. Death is only the beginning of eternal life, if you believe in death and eternal life. All we are is a result of what we think, or what we have thought. I apologize. We all are is a result of what we have thought. Do not follow any. These, yeah. So yeah, I just want y'all to see they're actually handwritten. So that's kind of, can't read my own handwriting most of the time. All right, do not follow any. Today does not define tomorrow, but for today, do not walk behind me, I may not lead. Do not walk in front of me, I may not follow. Just walk beside me and be my friend through this experience. I didn't know if I was supposed to add that or not. How about just walk beside me and be my friend? Chin up or miss it. When in the greatest of doubts or being pulled by an experience, look up rather than down. If one never looks up during the rain, they will never see the rainbow. Wasted days. The days that are the most wasted are the ones spent in dwelling, confusion, or disconnection. The days most cherished are the ones filled with love, connection, and laughter, for those days last forever, not only in memory, but in feeling as well. My most shameful moment. There is no greater sorrow than to recall a time of happiness during a time of misery, pain, or conflict. And for me, it was someone had died, and I said yes, and I remember it very vaguely, like I was happy about it, and it disgusts me that I ever did that, even though I was very adolescent. But now that I'm older and I reflect upon my thoughts, my previous past actions, I've learned what I don't like and what I've needed to change and what I'm going to change. There's still change coming in me every day. I'm not perfect. You're fucking retarded if you think I'm even close to being anything like that. Benjamin Drizriel wrote this. It is much easier to be critical than to be correct. That's like 95% of YouTubers. Even me some days. And in some situations. What direction? When at a fork in the road, I choose to step off the path and make my own. Ha ha ha. Conscious is, oh, okay, so a couple of these were actually other poems that I actually rewrote. Like I added and changed around a little bit. And this is one of those poems I remember because it was hilarious. I just thought it had to be moderned a little bit. Consciousness is a wonderful gift. It works from the moment you wake up and does not stop until you step into an office or a schoolroom. Which is totally true. You have to sell out your consciousness to get into most systems. The most honorable truth. Imagination is the one and only weapon in the war against reality. Live the dream. Prejudice is the child of ignorance. To be prejudiced is to be weak. Your friends are those who truly know all about you and still like you. That's a true friend. Not how pretty, cool, or what someone... No. Someone who knows all about you and still accepts you and doesn't care. Edward Everett Hale wrote this, and one of my favorite poems. I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. I will not let what I cannot do interfere with what I can do. Bam, bitches. All right. Samuel Johnson. Integrity without knowledge is useless, and knowledge without integrity is dangerous and dreadful. Military industry. This is back to me. What's true beauty? The most beautiful things in this world cannot be sensed by any senses, but only felt by the heart. That's mine, and that's true, because once you learn to meditate and connect yourself to these higher energies and learn what heart chakra and what connection truly is on your own definition and level, there's no greater, the greatest thing that we're all seeking, whether it be through pleasure or any external source, is a feeling. And that's why everybody wants love. The second you feel not loved, you feel disconnected, alone, hurt, upset. Love's very important. And it's a very powerful energy. You're limited by lacking. Mine, again. I'll tell you the ones when they're not. No one's knowledge can surpass his experience, and no one's experience comes without knowledge. Unless one is fully unaware and unconscious, then he might as well be blind and deaf. Yeah, that's all right. That should have been right. Makes sense to me. Balance. One must be a little crazy to be sane, for balance requires it, and one must experience to find it. And one must experience... Okay, let's start this all over. I messed up already. See, it's ugly handwriting, cross-outs everywhere. One must be a little crazy to be sane, for balance requires it, and one must experience to find the knowledge to apply for balance. So go find your crazy. Strange. People are strange and love is stranger. Those people who cannot see past love are dangerous, and those who cannot feel past love are truly lost. And y'all know me, I always got to do something to piss off a bunch of people. Eric Knupton, he wrote a poem, and I forgot, it's like to solve the problems of today, think of tomorrow, which again, I guess in our older state of mind, that was cool, but I also have my bones to pick with him and associations known to him and what he's entitled or caught up with or back in the day. So I wrote this in rebuttalment to Eric Knupton. So if you're a fan of his or, whatever, good, and you're upset or offended by this, I can't say anything. I don't care. Eric Knupton, you're a fool. Ignorant in your own ego. Ignorance is your own ego. And by your own hand... Let's start this all over because I did... Alright. Alright, Eric, you are a fool. Ignorance is your ego. And by your own hand you have incriminated yourself and have been found wanton for ignorance. The problems of today are not solved by thinking of tomorrow, but to solve the problems of today, one must act upon their heart today. If famine is the problem, why wait to plant a seed? It may not be raining tomorrow. There you go. So why the fuck would I ever wait and delay on when I can take action right now? And I believe that's most important. And with that being said, if you don't know how to properly respond and weigh out your thoughts, and you're usually not even reacting, you're just, you are reacting. I'm sorry. Reacting and response are two different things. Reaction's automated. Like if you're from the hood and someone disrespects you, you're going to give your automatic instilled reaction to it, not a response. Because then you meet that 60, 70-year-old who survived the hood his whole life, which is rare, and then you're talking to him, and then what does he say? Don't start no shit, there'll be no shit. So stuff like that. So you just get it. I hope you get it. It's pretty simple, guys. So yeah, I don't know. You take action right now. You respond. A response is what you're choosing to do. You've weighed out positive effect, cause and effect, positive and negative, and you're choosing to do it. That's the thing. That's the big difference. Response and reaction are two fucking different things, and all I see is a fucking nut world of fucking reactors, and nobody knows how to properly respond. Nobody knows how to close their eyes for 1 second and reflect upon their own heart. With that being said, I can't do it all the time either. Fucking let a cop fuck with me out there, and I'll go crazy ape shit on him. Like, I have... Fucking let me be dating you for a year and a half and let me have an insecurity between us. It's going to be just like any other relationship. I ain't nobody special. So, even all this information in the world doesn't instantly make changes in you. It's shit you got to learn to apply to change your own beliefs. And yeah, it gets deep. There you go. Poetry. Don't be afraid to say anything ever on your mind. Who gives a fuck? Even if you're completely wrong, bro. I guarantee you, if you learn, like later, you learn something new that's changed your perspective on this aspect, all you have to do is go back and be like, hey guys, look, I learned this, and now I don't see this like this anymore. It's like this. And now you don't look like you're full of shit anymore. So I just don't get why people are scared. Like, I was scared to make videos for years. Like, I didn't make my first video until, like, what, 8 months ago? Like, come the fuck on, P. You know better than that. How many years? 4? 5? Come on. So, take it for what it is. You just overcome the dumb shit. Who gives a fuck, bro? What is someone going to say to me? Well, who's going to call who on me? Yeah. Don't give a fuck, dude. If anything, they're just going to delete my channel because I said something that upset them or I exposed something that somebody somewhere didn't want. Which apparently I'm already doing without even trying. All I'm doing is fulfilling requests of a couple of people to show very simple connections and things. I'm not exposing shit. I'm not breaking down any walls, barriers. I'm not showing any declassified or even classified information. I'm not getting anything off the deep and dark web. And what information I do, nobody has access to and nobody's going to see, not on my channel. Not for a while, at least. So, anyways, deuces. I don't want to rant all day. Poetry, be yourself, be authentic, come the fuck out. Who gives a fuck what anybody has to say about you? Seriously, it's online shit. Just spread your perspective. Let's grow off it. Let's not hide who we are and what we're capable of and our own personal thoughts, because it's honestly the easiest way to fulfill them, even the nasty ones, is to talk about them and share them. Because then you're going to find out really quick. Just walk up to a stranger and be like, dude, I have negative thoughts all the time. I don't know where the fuck they come from. You're going to be surprised how many strangers are going to look right at you and be like, dude, I do too. Like when I say that to people, after we've had a couple minutes of conversation, they usually think I'm either dapper or polite or very professional. It's, again, not when I'm dressed like silly guy. And they're always shocked when I say that. Most people, after you've had a couple minutes with them, you've gotten past that social bonding stage, you know, and they're talking to you, communicating openly, and then you say something like that, they're just like, whoa, I get negative thoughts too all the time. And then, boom, right there, you're on a common ground, like talking about something conscious opposed to something that's going to just bring more aggravation. That'll actually alleviate stress talking about that. So we're talking about anything else already bothering you or happening in society that obviously builds stress in you is just going to further do that. So it's just common sense. It's easy shit. You don't need to go to school. You don't need degrees. It's all fucking retarded, especially now that if you've seen the videos about energy I made, then you already know where that's coming from on an energetic level. So, which again, we're going to go way deeper than that, guys. We just got started and they had to strike me on my first day. Not even 12 hours past the release of my first fucking video, and they're already striking me for other videos that are retarded. They're digging hard. They're trying to find anything in my channel. I know it, so fuck them and fuck you, YouTube. And yeah, I'm going to monetize this shit too. I monetize the shit talking video. I'm going to start monetizing everything. Fuck you, YouTube. Assholes.